Hey, how you guys doing today? Thank you guys for tuning in here today on the Beach House podcast. I got a special guest here today. I've been waiting on her. She finally made it and got here. And we got
Finally made it.
it finally made it, and I appreciate it. Thank you for showing up,
Of course, it's an honor.
most definitely. So I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
As you can see, I'm Fluff. That's my homie. I'm Tweet. Also, my name is Ray Mia, and I'm just happy to be here.
Hey, I'm
Yeah.
happy she's here also. So what we're gonna do today? We're gonna talk about some toxic relationships. What else we say we're gonna talk about?
Talk about soul ties and
Soul ties, things like that.
detachment.
Detachment.
Uh,
You know. So we're gonna bring it to y'all. We're gonna give it to y'all how y'all want it. And a lot of people, need to hear this. So basically, what we're gonna start off today with, we're gonna start off with detachment.
hmm
So I understand that you've had some situations with some detachments and
Yeah,
things like that,
I
and
did.
yeah, and going through the detachments, it created a lot of anger, animosity, beef. It created dislike. Um, at the end of the day, I feel like it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't have been that way, especially uh, with you giving them updates and letting them know what's going on with your
hmm
situation, and they just took it and went further with it. So, how do you feel about the situation? Like, you know, with them, you know, coming at you disrespectful or saying things like you were wrong when at the end of the day they already knew what time it was. So, how do you feel about that?
Um, I feel like at the end of the day, everything happened for a reason, and I just think that I mean, I guess when feelings get involved and everything that took place, they're just going off of emotion. So, you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
I would say that
I would
emotions,
say that too, emotion, and
emotion.
just not only that, but sometimes what people say or just, I guess, how the way it ended, you know?
Yeah. So, in this situation, do you think that you played a part in them falling for you the way they did? Like, do you feel like it's certain things that you said when you were around them with them
The Metro
at
gay
times?
home.
I
No, I just say,
don't know
yeah,
if
I
y'all
think,
heard that.
yeah, I think so. I think I tend to at the time I tend to just act like that person was the only one. I was genuine, but I also was truthful for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part,
For the most part,
you know,
yeah,
just making them think they was the only one. Right?
yeah,
But
yeah.
at the end of the day, far as
We had a connection, yeah.
yeah, and far as me being around from the beginning of a
hmm
lot of it, I realized that at the end of the day, they were the ones playing games.
Yeah,
So at the end of the day, it's just like I guess they felt like they're gonna come into your life and they were gonna change things and make things different
right, right,
in your life, far as with what you already have going on with who you had
yeah,
going on with, and realizing that they couldn't do that because they're so used to the toxic people relationships and people around them that they thought that it was gonna work with you. To realize that they ran into somebody that knew the game already, knew how to
yeah.
play the game and knew the game how it went. So, what were some of the things that they may have said to you after they realized that you chose to move on and just leave that in the past and not wanting that anymore?
How can I put this? Some of the things I remember them saying is that I'm not truthful. Um, I will never find nobody like them,
Mm,
and yeah, basically I wasn't truthful. I would never find nobody like them, and yeah, I would say for the most part.
yeah,
But I feel like you live and you learn. It is what it is. Minus the bullshit. I enjoyed the experiences that I had. It's a learning experience, and I guess it's time to just move forward. I'm
it's all
pretty
right.
sure they moved forward,
Well, I don't know about
right?
that, but hopefully they
I'd be the
did.
bad guy though. I mean,
Yeah.
at the end of the day,
But I always
yeah.
tell you because we talk all the time. You know
Right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
At the end
Yep.
of the day, I feel like you may have played your part, but they
No
also
sides. Yep.
they also were wrong, and not only were they wrong, but they
Right.
have to accept that they played a part
Mhm.
into something that they already knew
Right.
what
Right.
was going on. So at the end of the day, it's just I feel like in all reality, you really didn't do anything wrong because you just did what you did, what you was doing. They went in with their hearts and their minds and everything else locked into the
Mhm.
relationship, not not thinking that all right, well, she's still married. Maybe she can leave me one day, or she can get back with who she's with, and it's over. They didn't think like that. They just thought that I had her, I got her, and this is it. To find out that at the end of the day, as far as I can hear and understand that you had one say that you actually left who you were with for them. What do you feel about that? How do you?
Oh, applaud. No,
Yeah,
I mean, I don't. It is what it is. At the end of the day, we know the truth.
yeah,
Cause
yeah,
with my situation, I was already separated before
yeah,
that person came in the picture. But yeah,
yeah. Well,
but yeah, we know what it is, and like I say, I'm always be the bad guy.
yeah. I
You know what I'm
think
saying? Especially when you separate from somebody.
I think when you're the one that's able to detach from a person
Mhm.
and keep living life and move on, and they're not the ones to be able to do that, it's going to be a problem with those type of people
So
all the
I
time.
guess is them if you do, them if you don't.
Basically with
Yeah.
them, yeah. Basically with them, that's basically what it's going to be. But
But
yeah. So at the end of the day, I see it like this here too. Anybody that's dealing with somebody that's fresh out, I've done it. You know what I'm saying? Dealing, where a female, we were talking and I ended up telling her, just getting out of a relationship, not looking for a serious relationship. And it ended up going further than that, and I feel like in a way it was my fault also because I, took her around the family, and then I also was like, hey, this gonna be
mm,
my new wife. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? This my
But
new.
what about stop you right there? What about if that person was been looking at you
Well,
and knew?
if that person,
They probably had a game plan,
well,
huh?
it's common sense. They should
Yeah.
have knew. You know what I'm saying? That
They came in
if
with a game plan
yeah,
though. They really had it.
if they
They had a
knew
map
they had
out.
already been watching you and knew what time it was when they came into it, they got what they deserved. They got what they was looking for.
Now they mad. I'm pretty sure that person's over it. I mean, I would,
Well, I don't think neither are over it. At the end of the
Well,
day, they just dealing with whatever it is. Doing things to occupy their time.
they'll
Um,
find another one like me. I hope so.
yeah. Well, I don't want them to find another one like me. You know what I'm saying? I want
No.
keep me on your mind. You know what I'm saying? But
Uh-huh.
for real though, that's the ones without the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But minus the bullshit. But yeah, I feel like with me telling her that, and then me going into the relationship,
That's what
we
happened to
hanging
you.
out,
Similar, yeah,
yeah, hanging
similar.
out, going out, doing what we do, and feelings got involved and things like that. And I really did like the girl, you know what I'm saying? But at the
I
end of the
did
day,
too. I really did. It just
yeah. I see it's different from me with you because it was that one. With you, it was multiple. You know what
all
I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah.
you know, uh, she she an ex pimp. You know what I'm saying? We it's an ex
I
pimp.
learned
You
from
know what I'm saying?
you, George.
Yeah, I had left. I left them days. I left them things. Let them days go. You know what I'm saying? Had to leave them go. You know, leave them go. But it's still a lot of y'all out there think y'all pimps, think y'all players,
Yeah.
and everything. But at the end of the day, you got to pay attention to what you're doing, who you're doing it with, and how
Mhm.
you're doing it. Because at the end of the day, you can actually be dealing with someone that's really in love with you, really have feelings for you, and they feel like if they can't have you, no one else is gonna have you. So you have to take heed to all that.
All that, and I think that played a part too. But like you say, time is everything. And even though that person may think about me, or those people may think about me, it's the fact that I guess everything takes time,
Yeah,
especially they used to moving on. You know
that,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
that too. But I don't know. It's like with me, it's kind of it
It's
it
different
it.
with us, huh? It's a different connection,
Well,
different experience.
I think with male and female, it can be the same,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. Far as with them, like I feel they are more in fault than anybody,
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, that's just like me going into a relationship with a female after she done told me she married,
Yeah.
and then me thinking that I'm gonna take this female from her husband, and that's just gonna be it.
So it's
No,
all a game.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I
all that,
mean,
because you don't. Most of the time, the only time a person can really move on like that is if a person already been doing what they were doing.
but you know, a
You
lot
know,
of times, homie, people tend to get attached to people that's married than the ones that's not married. They have like a strong.
they do.
You notice that a
They
lot
they
of that
they,
situations
they,
happen.
they do, and I found situations as far as with that happening like that is when people feel like, well,
Mm.
and females do it too with dudes. They'll mess with married men because they feel like I'm gonna do what I do with him, and I don't have to worry about him because he's married.
And sometimes both of them be married and they have sneaky. Yeah.
Yeah, but
When you're
married
dealing
couple
with.
are known to be the biggest cheaters out there. I just that's
Yeah.
it's out there. So it's not hidden. It's plain as day. But I've heard guys say they rather pay for a female than to have her as a relationship, because they look at it like this here. If I'm paying you for your services, that's what I'm paying you for. Other than that, after that, you can go ahead on about your business because it's nothing else. So he feel like, if you come to me on other things and other this and it's not nothing to do with that,
Well, I
that's
guess when you got
nothing to do with
money
them.
involved, it's like you limited. It's like that's it. I'm
Yeah, that,
paying you, so yeah,
that's it. It's the service.
yeah,
So it's like, I guess it's how the guy was telling me it is. It's like basically it's as is. I mean, you gonna get paid. You're gonna do what we
yeah.
do,
Because you're
and
not
that's it.
really. Yeah, that's.
Yeah,
If I'm paying you my money, it's like
exactly. So no need to,
yeah.
if you see me with my wife or you see me with my girlfriend, sneaky link, whatever,
Hmm.
you don't come to me and stuck to me, boom, 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 because you already know what time it is. It's only one purpose. But
Yeah,
sometimes that
my
go further than that.
yeah, and
Leave you getting
I
feelings well.
yeah, my experience. That's all I can say. My experience is
Yeah.
dealing with that. Yeah, I
So
mean,
yeah. So what do you feel you learned out of that situation from dealing with
dealing
what
with
you
who I
went through?
dealt with.
Yeah.
I think just being mindful and really thinking through things before I just jump the gun.
Yeah.
And I think just taking my time and analyzing each situation, especially what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
That's all. I just say just being mindful and really thinking before I just think with
Yeah.
yeah, lusting and other
I
things.
feel you though. Before we end this conversation with this, is not picking at anyone, not just throwing it to no specific people or person or anything like that. But there was a situation that you were in. I don't think I would want to be in a situation like that. Like with someone being so emotional, attached, and it's
Mm-hmm.
just just the simplest things you say. That can be just frustrating. Like something so simple can be said by someone else, or she can, or just assume something or think something, and it's just like all out there. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to deal with the crying, the bullshit. Like that's something I don't think no one really want. Besides somebody that feel like, oh, if she's doing all that, I got her
Only
locked in.
yeah, I can't speak for all. I would say the way I see is that only person that can do it is a person that want to be loved too.
Or a person that don't,
That don't
they're
they're
just
not
the same
experienced.
way.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah,
say want to be loved or it's naive to I don't know what's going on.
yeah,
Oh, some people out there for
yeah.
someone
So
out
it's
there for
somebody for
everybody. Yeah,
everybody. You know what
yeah,
I'm
that's what
saying?
I meant to
But
say. Some out there for
I
everybody.
think that's very true. But I think it's a time limit on that shit too.
Oh,
You know what I'm
I look,
saying? Because yeah,
I agree because
it's got to be a time limit on
you
that shit.
know thinking about it, homie. I think the other day I was just sitting and thinking about my experiences. Like
Yeah,
that was a lot.
yeah,
What I
yeah,
went through,
yeah. But like you said, somebody for everybody.
that was a lot,
what
man.
may she may have liked it, or how she felt. Maybe it was different how you
But you can
felt.
do that when it's I guess when it's just that's your person that's just your
Yeah,
person.
when
You're
it's
not
your
tied.
person, yeah, if it's your
It's still
person,
gonna be a lot, you
yeah.
know.
But if it's not your
But don't be
person, it's a
doing all
lot.
that.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But you know, like you say, I enjoyed the experiences. You know,
Yeah, but
your homie always the villain, but it's okay.
yeah, you're gonna be the villain. I guess
And guess what?
I be the villain also. You know what I'm saying? On certain things.
I enjoyed the ride.
Hey, that's it. There's some rides I said I wasn't getting back on.
Oh, I ain't getting back on it
Yeah,
now. I
yeah,
enjoyed it,
yeah. I went
but I
to.
ain't getting back
That's just
on it.
like going to Busch Gardens, getting on that damn ride, that sit up there, and then that motherfucker sit up there and just hang up 6 feet in the air, and
Which
you just don't know when it's
artists?
gonna drop. Oh yeah,
Oh, man,
yeah. I
I don't
had.
spit my yak.
Yeah,
I just,
can't be spilling the yak like they can't be spilling the yak, man. You know
I
what I'm
want,
saying?
I wouldn't do it either.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go back.
Me, I'm the type of person. If I go on a roller coaster one time with you, that shit wasn't right. That you ain't got to worry about going on it again. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm the type of person. I don't believe in once I'm done with a relationship, that's it. I don't believe in going back. I did that one time. You know, I went back and it was some shit behind that. You get what I'm saying? And but yeah, once it's done, it's done. Because at the end of the day, I don't know who that female might have been with, dealt with, who she been around. And I always say this here: I don't want no one's past to be my future. You get what I'm saying? So what you did in your past, that shit can come back not only just to hunt you, but it can hunt the person that's with you. Um,
Yeah, man,
so yeah,
it's crazy how life and people work.
it is.
People come in and people go.
Yeah,
You can be with somebody.
yeah.
Somebody might pass you the side 1 minute, next minute they not there anymore.
What they call themselves,
They
your
move.
passenger princess,
Yeah,
passenger princess.
not even that. Not they somewhere else.
Yeah,
It's just part of life,
it's just
man.
like it's like this here. Nowadays, uh, relationships are temporary, man. Like you in them, then you out them. You in them,
Mhm.
then you out them, and then next thing you know, they with somebody else. They with somebody else. This person with this
Cause
person.
I'm
It's just
not the
all
first.
around.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not the
Yeah,
first.
but they say you ain't gonna be you ain't the
Hell
first. You ain't gonna be the
nah.
last. So
I
hey,
was just in the moment. That's all. You know,
exactly. So
just in the moment.
yeah, but y'all make sure y'all subscribe and y'all check the station out, the channel out, man. You know what I'm saying? We got more
Yeah,
content
support my
coming.
homie.
Yeah, most definitely. Y'all do that, man, because we're going to bring y'all a lot of good stuff, man. It's going
Yep.
to be a lot of good stuff going
And
on.
it's the first and won't be the last.
Exactly. Y'all
Mhm.
already know it, man. Support, because what one won't do, somebody else will do. So at the end of the day, but we're going to jump to the next topic, though.
Mhm.
Chapter 2.